Many of us Filipinos dream of having a good life. To get a quality education and land a decent job. To have enough food to feed our families. To shelter under one roof we can call our homes. But why do most of us lack the essentials, while some have nothing at all?
One common social issue that has troubled nations for years is poverty. It has been a consistent problem throughout history. No matter what the median income, unemployment, or prosperity level is, there will always be people who are homeless and hungry.
Let's take a look at the family of Nicolas Panunce, how they live their day-to-day lives, why they end up in this situation, and what could have been done to prevent this.
Sige sir, pila mo kabok sa inyong pamilya?
Ito. Kanan.
Inyong anak, 5.
So-
Iskila ba tanan sir?
Ang kanilang tulog sa eskwela ang duha wala. Katong babae nako namo ko grade 8. Kani siya grade 3 kato sa grade 1.
So, sa 5 kaanak, tulo ra ang nagskwela. Ang wa nagskwela ang pinamaguwangan.
O katong ikatulo.
Ikatulo.
O ikatulo.
Unsa man na sir kanang sila may dili ganahan naman.
Sila oh.
Okay. So unsa may
Despite rapid economic growth in the Philippines in recent years, unemployment remains a persistent problem for the sprawling Southeast Asian nation of more than 100 million people. According to PSA, the unemployment rate was 6.1% in April 2016 and dropped to 5.4% in July 2016.
unsa may nahuman nato sir?
Grade 4.
Grade 4 sa imong asawa
Wala.
wala. Ay kay tungod sa iyang
Magkama.
pagkaamang. So sa imong giingon gani ha sir nga panginabuhi, di ang giingon sa imong anak gahapon kay construction worker. So pila na ta ka tuig na construction worker sir?
Kanang putol man. Kanang dili man taon na pero maputol ba?
Kontraktual.
Oh. Na nasa usahay nga kanang maputbol. Kay gumika na mo maliit ba nigsuot sa building. Nga usahay nang pailan magkakanang tawagan ng butangag warning.
Oh, warning.
Kaduha nya dayon. Terminate dayon.
Okay.
Poverty is a situation people want to escape so that many more may have enough to eat, adequate shelter, and access to education.
So, kung wala tay construction nga trabaho sir, unsay lain atong panginabuhi?
Wala. Si denaro ko diri sa mo.
So, pero sa una, kanang pila na to ka tuig nga nagsikad ka sir?
Mga duha.
So, duha ka tuig natin na embargo. Asa ka dapit nga magsikad sir?
Kulon.
Sa Kulon, kanang dira sa
O bisag asa ko.
isang metro.
Sa asa ako na diya sa tower, GP Tower ana may standby.
Pero nadakpan ka atong panahon paniram.
Ayo paggugukuan ko sa nagdako pang nga ng mga speed good. Ug kanang mga kanabang mga lahi man sila kay marunong man sila magbuwag man mga naog ba di magpakita ba. Kalito nagkupot ang imong sikat.
Sikat.
Oh, marunong man sila. Ni ana ba ko nga ayon yung dakpa kay sa panginabuhi sa akong pamilya guys napar pag eskwela na ko nya usa man pagkaon di man miminaw.
Dili sila mohatag pud og
Di matag warning.
warning ang diretso.
Kunya sir, og kanang ug wala kay trabaho sir, asa man mo og kanang kwarta para panggasto mo?
Ila agi sa ito spinta ganis spinta ila may amoy
Taga-adlaw.
no.
Katong duha ninyo ka anak nga wala na ko kahatag gid sila ninyo.
Dili sad wala man to. Naraman to sa kulon di mo dili mo ka siguro kanira sila may naghatag mo pagkaon.
Dili, pero inyo haning yuta.
Dili ka siguro.
Kung inyo ha.
Pero wala mo sad gaabang.
Wa mi wasa mi kabang ni yuta.
Pero namoy dungog-dungog nga kwaon ba ning yuta or kuan.
Maugid ako kon kay uban pamalit man ni nila. Sa silingan mo pamalit na.
Kunya og pakawaon mo diri sa asa mo to dong.
Balik kulon.
kung inyong kagbalik sa kulon, sir, sa dalan lang mamuyo.
Nabito sa
Kaso
una.
nakapuyo na mo sa una sa kulon.
Dito migda. Nabito sa una mugna bito to nga nag Jennifer. Tanga ko balay ko abangan wa man
Sige
matuman.
sa sir, say.
Mag Jennifer ba to nas diis.
So muna ang head sa una, si Ma'am Jennifer sa DSWD nga.
Na kuan ko
Tagaan daw ko na mong balay. Kato ng panahon nga naamo sa kulon nagpuyo.
Oo, itong
Makawan
kagrama
ka
ba?
sa year. Sa karama.
Karama ko panahon mga pasalig. Nya wa man buhata.
Wala gihapon. Karon sir, naa kay nadunggan nga possible mo nga tagaan mong balay.
Wala gyud.
Sa kang Tomas na ron
Wala,
nga wala gihapon.
Poverty is hunger. It is lack of shelter. Poverty is being sick and not being able to see a doctor. Poverty is not being able to go to school. Poverty has many faces, changing from place to place and across time.
We have just witnessed the real face of poverty. Now, let's understand how and why poverty has been made worse by these factors and our ultimate solution to it.
One of the big factors that contributes poverty is corruption, a problem that doesn't seem to end in the Philippines. Even though we have a very good president, it is really difficult to implement this good governance practice when rest of the politicians will not support, something that has nothing in it for them. This problem is passed from generation to generation, and that is where political dynasty is formed. This problem in the government is collectively the primary reason of the rest of the problems.
We've pointed out some very serious issues our country is facing at this moment. There's high poverty rate on one side, while there's increasing unemployment on the other. And on top of that, our politically empowered families serving nobody but their self-interest, amassing wealth and power given their authority in the government, which we may commonly know as political dynasty. But among these stated issues is a one common problem, which we firmly believe is poverty. We have studied, researched, and identified four major contributors to poverty. First is corruption. Next is lack of education or miseducation, followed by fear, and finally, the lack of discipline. Let me give you an example how these factors relate to one another. Remember when you were young, had an ice cream exchange of you doing your homework or household chores. Little you've known, but that is already a form of corruption, which sadly originates even at our homes. Since we're little, it has been planted to our minds that we have to go to school, get good grades, and finish a degree to be successful. Life could have been a lot easier if it works that way, but the thing is, it doesn't. Growing up, we're taught to follow the norm and not even question it, resulting to miseducation. It's like we're programmed to blend with society. Thus, we fear to take a different path, we fear to be left out, we fear to be criticized, and we fear to challenge the stigma, making us complacent in terms of knowledge, innovation, self-development, and many more. Having those said, we strongly believe that quality education is the key to equalize poverty. I'm talking about quality education, where basic education is combined with multidimensional job trainings, readiness, and a quality job search. Equalizing poverty cannot be done by one man alone. At the end of the day, we all have to come together as one nation and be responsible citizens of this beloved country.